Okay, you guys, we're going into the weeds with this video. And when I say weeds, I mean that by the end of it, we'll cover pizza, Moroccan hash, and Mel Gibson. What is this, 2004? He wrote this script. Now, I need you to stick with me because, spoiler alert, Bitcoin's kind of shit right now at what it's supposed to be doing. The price plummeted. The Bank of International Settlements thinks it'll break the internet worse than Kim Kardashian did. And Warren Buffett just called it rat poison squared, which I guess would kill 4 rats? Or maybe 1 rat the size of Kim. All of which begs the question, what is Bitcoin supposed to do? Now, in my last video, we talked about what Bitcoin can do right now. Check it out in that link right there. But when Bitcoin was created, it was built to be a sort of people's revolt against the authority of the government. That's right, the same person that made this.
When a new account number is created, it comes along with a private key mathematically linked to that account number.
Actually had this in mind. All right, stay with me here. Shit's about to get complicated. Your government has a set of rules that tells everyone how they should do business together. They control how strict or relaxed the rules are, and they also control how much money is printed in your country. Now, this part's important. If you control how much money is printed, then you can shape the economy. And you can influence how wealthy your country is compared to other countries. But with great power comes great responsibility. And if you screw up managing an economy, your grandmother has to buy her bread with wheelbarrows full of cash. Now, if nobody controlled how much money was printed, then the government would lose the ability to shape the economy, which is exactly what Bitcoin's mysterious creator, man or woman or creature from the deep, we don't really know, Satoshi Nakamoto had in mind. Need some proof? Well, when Satoshi made his newfangled blockchain, he added this quote to it. The Times, January 3rd, 2009. Chancellor on brink of second bailout for banks. Now, this quote served 2 purposes. 1, it was proof of the day that the Bitcoin network was born. And 2, it was throwing shade at the whole banking system and the world financial crisis that they helped create. Let's be honest, this is boring as shit, and it'll be way more fun if I explain it using Star Wars. Okay, so Chancellor Palpatine was worried that Coruscant was going to go bankrupt because they made some bad investments in death sticks and pod race gambling. So then he decides to jack up the taxes on the Wookiees and Kashyyyk and the Ewoks and Endor to pay the debts for Coruscant. Oh, does that seem unfair to you? Well, many people actually would agree. And a lot of people argue that government bailouts after the financial crisis have led directly to the populism of Brexit and the Occupy Wall Street movement and Donald Trump. And hypothetically, if the whole world used Bitcoin in 2009, then the empire wouldn't have been able to bail out the banks. But Bitcoin was new, and nobody was using it. And for a couple of years, that's where it stayed. And then came the drugs. Funny thing about anonymous money is you can buy things anonymously with it. Silk Road was supposed to be the perfect secret drug market where you could buy anything you want with your anonymous money. So Moroccan hash? Fine. Hallucinogenic drugs that make you lose your free will? Yes. Plus everything else from steroids to Hitman. That was a little Aziz Ansari. Man, why do I always have to go to the dark web to buy my Hitman? All I want to do is go to Amazon, click browse, and then see the Hitman category. If I want to kill somebody, I don't have to go through all the work. Jeff Bezos, make my murder sprees easy for me. That may have worked in the early days of crypto, but now the feds are catching on. And they're smart enough to trace the addresses that people send Bitcoin to and from. Because spoiler alert, Bitcoin isn't really anonymous. You can actually trace any purchase on the 100% transparent and public blockchain. Oh, and the site was taken down. Pro tip, if you run a drug market doing over $1 billion in revenue, you probably shouldn't put your first and your last name in your email address. Seriously. He got caught because a few years before the Silk Road was a big deal, he was posting in these chat forums, "Hey you guys, the Silk Road's pretty cool, check it out." Dipshit. So, are we any closer to Satoshi's dream? Does the future involve no governments at all? Well, nobody's swapping all their dollars and using Bitcoin, at least not anytime soon. Bitcoin's a pretty terrible store of value. You can buy and spend it pretty quickly, but you really don't want to hold on to it unless you think it's going up soon. But cryptocurrencies that don't fluctuate like Bitcoin does, these are called stablecoins, solve the currency problem. I'll cover these in a later video. The point is, if everybody started using these, it could lead to an internet economy that's dominated by literally none of the state currencies that we're used to today. And then some combination of votes, public blockchains, and liquid democracy could lead to a sort of crowdsourced public works projects. And maybe the end of central governments as we know them. But enough from me. Let me know what you think. Should world governments be afraid of cryptocurrencies? Will digital money help us build a brighter future? Let me know what you think in the comment box down below. Don't forget to like and subscribe for more awesome videos, and I'll see you next time on Double Time.